Welcome to the Stay or Go podcast. My name is Jenna, and I have, I say every time, I have to stop this. I say every time, a very special guest. I have a cool guest, or a fun guest, different guest, and her name is...
definitely different. Oh, I'm Deanna.
Deanna. And, Deanna, how do I know you?
I happen to be related to the producer of the podcast.
Oh, just
Crazy.
the producer? Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, we're not going to give him all the creds today because everyone's been hyping his ego up, and now I finally have Nate's sister on who can make fun of and roast Nate with me. So this will be fun. Are you feeling nervous about being on the pod?
Yes.
Me too. I feel like it's
we were
been
just
a while.
talking normally, and then
And once the camera starts...
I'm stressed.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it has been a while also, so
Yeah.
that's good.
When's the last time we actually physically saw you in person?
This summer.
July. And it's right now. It's Thanksgiving week as we're recording this. This will be coming out.
Yes.
It might be the first episode of...
January 6th.
Yeah, literally. It might be
really?
the first episode in January.
I would love to be the Jan
Oh my
6
god.
episode.
Let me see.
Okay, for some background,
We're storming the podcast.
It would be January 3rd. Just an FYI. Okay.
Okay, slay.
What were you going to say?
I was just gonna say we drove in to see you guys.
Uh-huh.
Giving the viewers some context for
Yes.
my current state. We drove in to see you guys last night. We left at like 6:30 from Pennsylvania.
Insane. I don't know why.
Drove all night.
Why you would do
I think
that.
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, but I feel somewhat alive though. You know,
That's good. Thanks for being here.
Oh.
We appreciate not having to leave our house for Thanksgiving, you guys coming to us.
Yeah, that's so true.
And we didn't have to even drive to the airport to get you because you guys drove. So
we
we just got to sleep last night and wake up and you were here.
That's the tea.
great.
We did not get to sleep. We just kept driving.
Yeah, but you didn't drive.
I didn't.
Your parents.
I'm a really good driver. That seems to be a controversial topic these days, but I really am, and whatever.
You're saying it's a controversial topic that people don't think you're a good driver?
It's like a joke. No, it's just a funny joke. I don't know if I should even. I like the class I TA for right now.
Uh-huh.
Like I have
TA, teacher's assistant?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Acronyms. My bad. I have to drive them to labs because like environmental. It's an environmental science like intro class, and
That's crazy.
there's like jokes about me being a bad driver, but
That's
there
like
have
a
been
van,
it's like a
though.
joke.
It's
Yeah,
like
it is.
a big thing. It's
It's a
normal
minivan.
car.
It's like
Oh.
no. Listen, knock on wood. I've never had an accident. I really should not
Knock
be putting
on
this
wood.
into the fucking podcast.
No,
but
you'll be fine. It's 2 months from now, so we'll see.
I'm chilling.
Hopefully, Deanna is fine and not in any accidents. Okay,
this started off
okay,
topic. Sorry.
so bad. So we are having you on the pod today because you are graduating from college.
Yes.
In how many weeks?
3.
3
if you include
weeks.
Thanksgiving break, but only 2 more weeks of school.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Wild.
So that definitely has stay or go decisions in it when it comes to school, what you wanted to do in school, picking your major. You're
Goodness.
graduating a semester early, so we can talk about that and how you made that decision.
I'm stressed.
And then what you're going to do after school. So,
What are you going to do with that?
okay.
Look at dirt, apparently.
So, okay, let's start from, is it cool if we start from the beginning?
Oh, wherever you want.
I'm going to start, I know your history, so I could do
Aw.
this. So, like,
I'm scared.
let's start with, how did you decide to, and this isn't necessarily stay or go, how did you decide to pick the college that you ended up
Ooh.
going to?
Nate, give me a look, because I don't know.
It was a
I don't know
stressful
what he
time.
remembers, but...
I remember it being a stressful time.
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, you were around back then.
I was around.
I was fucked in the head. That's all I gotta say. We've been to therapy since then. We're
Good. I endorse therapy.
only a couple times,
as
but
a therapist
definitely.
myself.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm getting the
You're feeling
Yeah.
like you're one of my clients right now? You
no,
feel-
but
Okay.
I feel safe.
Good. I'm glad. Okay.
Okay, sorry, that was a terrible way to. Basically, how did I pick a college? I really didn't. I applied to a lot.
How many total do you think?
20 total.
That's
20
insane.
or 21. I got into them all.
Wow.
One waitlisted me, but at the very end they were like,
Oh, wow.
"We'll take you."
That's
Whatever.
like I mean, I know people apply to a
Stupid.
lot, but I literally applied
was so
to
dumb.
one. I applied to one and went there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yes, just one.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
It's the place to be.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sorry.
20. You applied to 20, and how'd you narrow it down?
There wasn't, literally just by price. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't really have.
Capitalism, man.
Yeah. I should have gone into it with more goals, but I honestly didn't know what I wanted for my life even, and I went into school undecided anyway.
Same.
So I was like, screw it. Like,
yeah, it doesn't
I'll just
matter.
try and see who takes me and what money they give me. Mm-hmm. And then it became like super stressful because of how many I had. But anyway.
She keeps hitting the mic.
I did that pop up
He
in my
like
ears.
turned his head when he heard it.
My bad.
It's fine.
It feels
You're
weird
fine.
to have an object in
It's
my
okay.
face.
Just hang. We're just
Okay.
hanging out.
We won't get too in
No,
depth.
you don't have to go too deep.
But I did visit the school I go to now, which is Susquehanna University. Shout out to Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. Cute little slice of something for sure in the middle of central PA.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, I really liked the campus and it helped me. But
and
really,
how far is it from your house?
It's about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did too.
Yeah.
It's like safe. It's not too far.
Right.
Not too close.
Which at first I was beating myself up about because I was like, I want to go far.
Yeah, I remember you wanting to go far. Like when you want to go like Pittsburgh, like 4 hours.
There was
or
a
something.
couple schools in Pittsburgh and like northern PA that I looked at and stuff. But
Is she sounding really quiet on the mic or no? Is it normal?
I'm an engineer. I have it turned up.
engineer.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You need to
Sorry.
take the.
I'm always
PA
loud.
Perfect, you're fine.
You're sounding amazing. I
Okay,
just
I'm
wanted to check.
stressed.
No, don't be stressed. Okay.
What were we talking about?
You were talking about you like the campus.
for not. What's the word?
Oh, we were talking about Pittsburgh.
To preface all of this.
Oh, yes.
The decision only just got really hard because of COVID and like it started during my senior year of high school
yes.
in like
So
March
when did you graduate high school?
2020.
Oh my god, literally.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't you like going to maybe go to community college? Or no? No, not a thing. Were you going to take courses? I feel like I remember you guys talking about like not
there was
wasting money on going a year.
That was literally one of the options. I was like, what if I just stay home and like take class online? Like that was like all these things were out there. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Those were hard decisions, low key.
Definitely.
Because you're just kind of throwing yourself into it and
Yeah.
hoping for the best because you didn't know.
We didn't know how long it was going to last and
Yeah.
if you were going to be online classes all 4 years. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
I kind of knew in me that like online classes just wouldn't work for me, so I said fuck it and went to school. And they were like I had in-person classes, which were really weird. Like they were like half on Zoom, half in person with masks, and like I like forgot that shit happened.
Oh my gosh, this is like our first time having like a young person that was really affected by COVID.
We were all affected.
We were all affected, but with school especially, definitely like crazy. I can't imagine going to college and being COVID.
True.
Like, truly.
But also I can't imagine being like I'm glad I was out of high school by then too.
Yeah.
So there's pros.
True.
Pros and cons.
I've worked with kids that were in second grade that didn't have a real kindergarten and first grade, which like they're so far behind. Anyway.
Damn, that's actually those are developmental keys.
Yes. It's a problem, the United States of America. Help our children, please. So anyway, okay. So you decided there mainly because of financial stuff. It was far enough away from home, but not too close to home to get the college experience. Right. Then you went undecided. When did you decide? How did you decide what major you were going to do?
Yeah. So I decided the end of my freshman year.
Me too.
Yeah?
We have a parallel story.
Wait, what were you originally going to be? Did you?
Nothing. I was undecided.
Yeah, same. I was like...
And I did all, like, my prerequisite classes, like a gym class and a random
I can't believe they had gym,
class.
like...
Oh, it was so
wild.
fun. I loved my wellness class, that's what it was called. And then the spring semester of my freshman year, I decided social work,
That's sick. Mine was mine was in the middle of my spring semester, but pretty much the end.
So what is your major?
My major is Earth and Environmental Sciences is the full title. It's a BS. Not like environmental studies. They're very different.
Oh, okay.
I say that. They're kind of similar, but, you know.
It's the environment. It's a
It's a science. I have to, I had labs and shit, so.
And so how did you decide that? Did you always like science in high school, middle school, stuff like that?
I did. I think math and science usually was, and it didn't come necessarily easy, but I vibed
definitely
with it,
didn't come easy for me. So that's why I was like, anything biology, science, nope. Let's see what, like I was going to do communications because communicating, speaking.
Yes.
But then social work was like the next thing. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's
No,
easy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But, for me, it worked out.
It made sense in your brain.
Yes.
You know?
And so this made sense in your brain.
It did. Mostly, honestly, because I really just liked being outside, too. And I was like, I just want to work outside. And that sounds crazy.
No, it's
to
not.
pick a major, but that was...
that was one of the reasons why I decided to go into environmental science.
I also took a... I kind of was leaning towards it, I will say, but I took like an environmental ethics class, and it made me realize that I already had a lot of those thoughts kind of, I don't know, somewhere.
What do you mean thoughts? Like just about what?
Like just viewpoints about the environment that I realized I had that weren't necessarily like what other people had. I was like, oh, okay, so this does matter to me. I guess that's like it had to be something
that you had passion
to me.
about. That was where I was at too. I didn't just want a job that, yes, of course I want to be paid well, but I needed to have something that I didn't absolutely hate and believed in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good.
The major decision was probably a lot easier than the college decision.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was kind of like,
that's funny.
You can only trust, like, you have these, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you, like,
okay.
have those. No, I will. It's bad, but.
I ramble all the time.
No, I don't know. Continue.
Okay.
You go on.
It's fine. We're moving on. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I don't know how you're running on 2 hours of sleep. I had 6, and that's not enough for me.
I hope my thoughts are coherent.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They're better than me, probably. So, we talked about how you technically decided to go to the school that you did. Then we talked about your major. We didn't go too deep into that. I guess, what are some things that people don't believe in about the environment that you did and wanted to...
Oh, I don't...
I mean, you don't have to be, like, political, but just what are your passions
I'm not
about
even that.
the environment that you think some people should care more about?
Ooh.
This is why being a host is fun, because I get to ask these fun questions that make people think.
Questions.
Take your time.
Yeah, no. They were just like... I struggle with putting this to words all the time.
I struggle with putting any of my thoughts into words. And I mean that genuinely. Like, I listen to podcasts all the time, and they sound so eloquent and so, like, very well-spoken. And I'm just like, huh? Okay, cool. I like this because of this. And that's it. It's not really fancy or smart, but...
I will say, like, since we're kind of on the topic, this is kind of something I've been struggling with lately, because... in the beginning, it did seem so easy. It was just like, I care about, protecting natural resources that I think aren't just like, they're things that once you take away, you can't ever get them back in the same way. And that's like the way I saw it. And it was just kind of, I knew that people, no hate to CharlesInfamous over here, but people studying business aren't as worried about that type of thing. And there's
nothing wrong with it.
Nobody knows the right answers in life. I'm not.
No, and everyone can learn and evolve and change their mind on things too.
But that's, I guess, where I was like, okay, so, I don't know. But now I'm like, even, like, a lot of people in my degree from my school go into, like, they're not everyone's going out to, I don't want to say save the world, but that's literally, like, that's something, someone I interviewed with the other day, it was a couple weeks ago, but actually said,
Nate does.
I know.
The other day when it was like 2 years ago. Just kidding. Go ahead.
It's the Phillips gene. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was interviewing for like a environmental consulting position, which is a lot of alum from my department at my school go into that, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's like still a good.
What is it? I have no idea. I'm coming from a very incompetent in this area.
That's a super valid question. Environmental consulting is like you have like it depends on the type, but there's sometimes offices where they have all these different departments, like people that specialize in like wetland protections, natural resources protection. Some people might specialize in like water management, wastewater management, and environmental consultants often have engineering backgrounds, but often are also like me and just have bachelors. Hopefully, I'm hoping. But that's what I've heard, at least. And they will be hired by like companies that want to do different construction projects or, want to affect the environment in some way. Sometimes it's for air quality.
So that's good stuff, though, right?
Yeah, because these projects are going to happen no matter what, right?
Right.
So, like, you can still go into consulting, do a good job, and you're doing something that's good. And, like, I can...
For that area.
Yeah. I can sleep at night, I think, with that. But there's also, like, the notion that environmental consultants are... Their purpose is to, like, do their best to get around different regulations at the least... for the least amount of money for these different companies that they're hired by. And, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that quite yet. I also know I don't have to do that with my life. Like, there's a lot I could do with my degree, or also not with my degree. You know.
Life today. You don't
Life
have to do
today.
things with your degree.
Yeah. It's also, like, there's always the caring. I don't want to say caring about the environment, but, like, because I always will, but, like, making it your priority is sometimes...
It's not easy.
I guess making it your career priority can be disheartening because it's like...
Right.
There's a new problem every time.
Right, there's one you and this big planet with lots of people on it who don't care.
Then, and I sometimes get stuck in that, but also... You could say the same about you, like...
Right.
In your job. There's a million kids that are suffering, but...
Yeah, but if you help one...
And it matters, so it's, you know, every little thing matters. I have to constantly remind myself that, but...
Yeah, no, totally. I totally get that. Because, even, like, when I recycle, like, we're using that as an example, I feel good about it. I feel like, okay, we go every week to a recycling center. They have it very, like... separate metals.
You actually go there?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't pay for recycling. We go there free and drop things off once a week. And it's a really, like, it seems like a very professional, like, recycling center. Because I used to, in my hometown, we just had the red bin that you put out for the garbage men to pick up or the recycling men to pick up, but they all just throw mixed stuff together and I don't think it actually gets recycled properly. So... There's things like that I feel good about, but then you know that other stuff like that exists. Right. It's like, okay, is it really doing anything? I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. You would think after, like, devoting my time in school to it, I would know more. But it's not, like...
That's not the forefront of
your
studies.
The classes I've taken have not been... I haven't learned about recycling, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. And I still have no fucking idea even how to recycle. Come on, like, somebody should teach us that.
Yeah. There's so many things I wish that college classes or even high school classes taught us, but they don't.
Sure.
I guess if you had to, and I don't want to throw you on the spot, but if you had to, like, give any, like, one tip of advice to us common people as an environmental scientist, what should we... Today. I don't know. I just say I do this on the fly. This is what I just came up with right now. So what would you suggest is, like, something little that people... could do or should care more about, you think?
Okay. Something little. So, I think, well, very basically, or very, I don't know.
Is it basic, though?
I think just knowing what's going on in your community, like, firsthand is important.
And you're talking in regards to what?
Local environmental impacts. I'm trying to, like, give a good example. Something I've learned a lot about from my time at school, because it's in central Pennsylvania, is like acid mine drainage and pollution from coal mines that will never be. Yeah. And, like, knowing about that is, like, so important to the area. Yeah. That's, like, my other thing I was really going to say, though, to your question. Yeah. It's not a tip. I don't have, like, I don't want to call it advice because I don't know.
You're fine.
I don't know how valid my advice is, but...
You're a major, and...
No.
Sometimes
I'm like, what have I actually learned? It's
that's
crazy.
Me every
I'm
day.
wondering.
that's
and I'm hoping it's, like, the COVID effect, maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, I'm hoping it's not the COVID effect, because then I want to know that I'm not alone, but... or that my generation's not alone, I guess. I don't know. Sorry.
What were you actually going to say?
Oh, I wouldn't call it advice, but, like, something I do is that I like, chose one thing... that I changed in my lifestyle because I knew it was applicable to me, and I could get into, like, why I did that. But I became vegetarian after taking that environmental ethics course.
About this, so I'm glad you brought it up.
There's a couple reasons I did it, but we learned about both like animal ethics in that class, and also just the emissions effects from like mostly like beef is mostly what I try to stay away from.
Which I love so much. So bad. But I don't ever buy it like for the daily like house stuff.
Yeah.
I only will get that like out at a restaurant.
Listen, I'm not.
No, I know. I'm just saying like that's like my little way.
Okay.
Of trying to be better is not me buying it for in my house all the time. Like, of course, I would love to buy bacon. I would love to buy burgers, but I don't have that. I just if I'm out to eat, out.
Yes.
That's my little way. Because I know it already is at the restaurants, right?
True.
So it's like, okay, I can't stop them from having it by getting something else because there's still a bunch of people that are going to get burgers and steaks and stuff. But I don't have it in my house, at least.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
That's me trying to be like, I'm good.
I want to. Well, see, that's what people always. Whenever I bring up, they're like, "Well, I try not to eat this," and it's like, yeah, but I would never, first of all, judge you for eating meat because for a couple reasons. Well, I don't know. Sorry, I know it's like whoever, if anyone actually listens to this, are gonna be pissed at me talking in circles. But I do it. If anything, it's like kind of a cop-out because it's the easiest thing I saw in my lifestyle that I could say, you know, I'm doing something I know that I think other people should do eventually because we're going to need it to reduce carbon emissions. But, and it's always like, I always get like, well, that's dumb. Like, you know, like you're not making an impact. It's like, well, no fucking shit. I know I'm not making an impact, but if I believe in these things and I don't actually start to do them in my own life, what will I ever believe in, you know? And like, what will other people ever want to see me as a leader or something? Not that I'm not calling myself a leader. I'm just saying, like,
you're good.
People won't want to, like, I don't know, like,
you'll sound like a hypocrite.
Essentially,
right? If you say,
and it is, like I said, a cop out because it is like an easier thing. Like, really,
It would not.
I do other things. I use a lot of plastic. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't know the direct, like, I don't know the math on all the things and what.
Right.
But I do know that, like, globally, like, animal production, like, produces a lot of carbon emissions and pollution at the same time. So, I think that, like, one day we should all be... I don't think it's ever going to happen, looking at, like, the political state of the world. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about politics, but it's depressing.
It is depressing.
And I get to hear Nate talk about... politics
a
lot. I'm sure you hear more than I do, but
hear it every day
I get the
of my
reels
life.
sent to me.
So great
on Instagram, but
I'm so happy we can finally roast Nate together.
Because I can't talk about that in real life.
This is real life.
This is real life.
No, I mean like out loud.
Yeah, he only can say it to us. Who
basically he's saying
like
he should be canceled.
Yeah.
No.
But not in the comfort of his own home.
Not canceled.
He said no.
Canceled.
You know what?
I don't align with the left, and I don't align with the right.
Yeah.
Fuck the government, Democrat and Republican. Sorry.
That's
a line.
That's a line. Super controversial, but I have been meaning to say this on my podcast.
Oh, I'm scared.
Nothing to do with either of you, unless you respond to it in a different way. But I truly think. Or did you turn off the recording or something?
No,
he's touching buttons.
It went loud.
Red.
Oh, sorry. Don't laugh so loud.
Sorry. I'm obnoxious.
Dear listeners, we're sorry for the laugh experience.
Can I cough?
What I'm about to say is, and I will explain myself, is I think that cancel culture needs to go.
Oh, this is the Stay or Go podcast. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Barack Obama.
Why?
He literally said that.
Oh, he agrees with cancel culture going. I thought you said Barack Obama.
Yeah, why are we getting rid of Barack Obama? Wish he'd come back.
I love Barack. Don't say he needs to go.
Okay, now we're getting... I don't like that we're talking about politics. I feel really nervous about it, actually.
This is it. It's just cancel culture. I think it should go because I believe in people getting second, third, fourth chances. I don't believe that
Does Kanye West deserve a second chance?
Okay.
Put you on the spot.
This is hard.
What do you mean? He's on like his fourth chance.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So if in like 5 years he comes out, or whenever, if he comes out and apologizes and says, I don't know, man, what I was on when I was saying all that shit, and takes accountability and apologizes and like does something about it, I believe that anyone should. I believe this with even like, and this is where it's controversial.
Kardashian tea. It
Okay.
ruins everybody that they're
Okay.
like,
True,
I don't
true,
know if
true.
you
Okay.
noticed.
Okay. You're interrupting. You're interrupting me.
True.
But
the producer's talking.
I'm saying that even with like stuff like, and speaking of the Kardashians, like death row, like I don't believe in people not getting a second chance to make things right. I think that our criminal justice system is fucked. It shouldn't be what it is. People should not just be thrown in jail and not get any services. They should all be in therapy. They should all be getting help to rehabilitate themselves instead of just thrown in a box. And that's
Who's paying?
exactly. Do you know how much money they pay into the jails and prisons, though?
Yes, for bullshit.
Yeah, for nothing. For them to just stand and get worse and worse mentally. It makes no sense. So that is why I believe that cancel culture needs to go. Because
we got to wait from prison to cancel.
People can make... Well, because I think of that, like, prison and death row is like, no second chances allowed. You're on death row, you're going to die in here for however many... I don't believe in that, and that's something Kim Kardashian actually works on, is people that were wrongfully accused of their crimes, getting them off of death row. And I totally respect that. So, anyway.
I think that you should have 100% evidence that somebody committed a crime for death row.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
100%, because they don't. People are in there for 30 years for no reason.
I'm a bad person. I'm with it 100%. Some people deserve.
Yeah, that's and that's what I'm saying. There's people that will agree with me.
Do your parents listen to this? They're gonna be like,
they barely do. Okay. My parents don't have listening or Spotify or Apple.
No, I'm sure. I'm talking about you saying you're a bad person out loud.
Nate's like scared. This already happened in future. Nate's like scared for my parents to listen to his episode. He's like, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think I'm like a terrible boyfriend. I'm like, it's not even bad. Go back and listen to Nate's episode if you haven't yet. Anyway,
just because I dissed that water bottle.
He made fun. He went on a rant. This water bottle has come up because I use it every day.
I can second that. Sorry,
no,
I keep laughing.
Deanna is somewhat on Nate's side for a lot of things that I agree with.
I'm sorry.
You're related. It makes sense. It's nice.
Oh, well. It clunks around of any vehicle, like when you hit the brakes.
Nate, people are going to get bored of this as like the topic that comes up every episode. Can we please move on?
I'll never forget. I had a water bottle. No, I had a water bottle like that I took to soccer tournaments. I'll never forget. I destroyed one of your college textbooks because it fell over in the car.
Yeah.
It fell over in the car. And you had to. It was like rented. It was a rented one, so you had to pay like full price. They do.
Hack was like, bro.
It was a hack book too.
Hack stands for HACC, Harrisburg blah, blah, Community College.
Harrisburg Area Community.
There you go.
Hack, stay or go.
I've never went, so I can't.
Fucking go, everyone that I've ever. No, don't make that face.
Hack, stay. What you mean? Affordable college.
I've never. Okay,
college
we love community college. I'm not dissing community college, but I am dissing Hag for the people that work there. So I hope this isn't. I don't know. I've just never had a good interaction or help.
There you go.
You
That's
went to
it.
private school.
And
yeah, I guess I'm used to being babied by the faculty.
Professors from Hack to Millersville, the upgrades not
Speaking of, we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back to what we're talking about. So, sorry to go on a tangent, but this is what makes the podcast fun.
I literally promised I'd keep it short, too.
Well, how are we doing on time?
We're at like 28 minutes.
Okay, so now we're getting into the 3rd out of 4 thing with school that I wanted to talk about. So, now we're talking about how did you decide to graduate a semester early, because you are graduating in December when you technically should be in May of 2024.
Yeah. That decision. It's crazy when you make decisions, they're like so scary, and then
yeah.
Well, we always, and
then it happens life. And you're like, okay,
this is that's nothing. A couple reasons. Big reason. I always thought I kind of would do that because I came in with credits from Hack,
which is why we're transitioning.
Shout out Hack. Also mostly AP credits
from high school. Yeah, I had one.
Yeah,
English or EL, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
literature.
Yep. Yeah, I just realized that you plotted that transition from Hack to. That's really smart.
I'm good
You're
at
fucking
transitions,
smart.
Man.
Give her more credit.
Nate does tell me I'm good at transitions. People on the listening end, tell me if I'm good at transitions in the comments.
I'm good at fucking diverting from the transition. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good.
So I had some credits. I think I came in with 22 or 24, somewhere around there.
Holy crap! That's like how many college courses? Like, isn't it 3
At
credits
my school?
for each?
My school's 4 credits class, so it would have been 6 classes.
Oh my
ish.
God.
Or no, I think it was only 22 credits.
Who can do the math? 20-something divided by 4.
Divided by 4. 22 divided by 4.
That's
That's like
kind
five.
of like 5.5. Because 24.
Like
five and a- I think it's 5.5.
I knew someone's math was going to come out bad. It's usually me.
He's rolling his eyes.
Love you.
Okay.
I have to say that on every podcast. I made fun of you,
They're
but now I'm
actually
going to say I love
really
you.
happy together.
Thanks, Deanna, for clarifying for those.
So
So.
yeah. Had the credits, was like, fuck it. But also, at the time, I decided at the end of my sophomore year, kind of sat down with my advisor. I only had one major, and I didn't really think I wanted to major in anything else. Mm-hmm. And I was really thinking about it, but I probably should have, to be honest. There's a
What
couple
would you have
majors.
double majored in?
There's a couple things at my school that are related. There's like ecology. Mm-hmm. It would have been nice to take more ecology classes, but I don't really know if I would have wanted to do that, though. It's like a lot. I never overloaded a single semester.
That's good.
I stayed under. Maybe I went over by like 1 or 2 credits, but
Did you ever do any summer classes, too?
if you count my study abroad trip, yes.
We have to talk about
Oh my god.
Well, wait. We have
There's
to
a
finish
lot.
school,
Well,
and then we'll
okay.
talk at
You're
the end
required.
about that.
You're required to study abroad at my school.
That's
and
a
there
fun
usually
tidbit.
have to be some sort of cultural program, and the easiest way to do that is like classes. So. Anyway, if you count those,
I would count that, yeah.
but yeah. And then honestly, one of the biggest reasons is because at the end of my sophomore year, or maybe not the end, but like that semester, that spring semester, I was just like so unhappy, and I was like, I can't imagine how cool life will be when I don't have to worry about assignments and grades, and like, oh my god, I want to be there right now. And like, I couldn't get that thought in my head.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the thing is, I couldn't see college for everything that it had to offer because
Yeah.
I was playing Division 3. Meaning it doesn't matter, but Division, shout out to the D3 athletes who take it very seriously.
Are the lights flashing?
They are flashing.
Is everything okay? Is our
Having a
electricity
surge.
about to cut?
Oh, no, we're good. It's because I plugged my phone in.
Okay. Anyway, so you played soccer
Oh, yeah.
in
sorry.
college for the first 2 years then?
I did.
Okay.
Freshman, sophomore year. And it was making me really, really, really unhappy. And so I was like, let's speed up the process. But it wasn't until I went abroad that summer, did some new things, like right after my sophomore year.
Made some friends. Or...
That it was more like, I don't know, taking my fucking blinders off or something.
Okay.
But I realized that I didn't need to graduate early to be happy. I needed to quit soccer to be happy.
There you go.
So I goed.
Soccer can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can stay and have fun in college.
Yeah.
But you're still graduating early. So how did you
Yeah.
come to that decision then?
Well, I had signed up for classes and I had to take my senior capstone. It's a full year of research, and it's a
Sounds like a literal
it was a lot of
snooze
fun.
fest. Well, that's good for you. Not without you. Like, if I had to do that for a year, I would be like, kill me.
Snooze fest. I love that you use that.
That's like a common phrase now, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe actually. I don't know.
Anyway, so you had that for a
Anyway.
year and you actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I
nice.
basically had to sign up for that, my capstone early. I did that my junior year, and so I was already in that. So I was like, well, fuck, I have to graduate early, and there were no more classes for me to take, and it's
You didn't want to just
lot
pay
cheaper.
for another
Yeah.
semester. It's kind of
logical.
silly. Yeah.
yeah. So it was a good decision all in all. I'm gonna be sad leaving friends behind for an extra semester, but I think I will visit them and move on from those thoughts. But like, not move on from my friends. Shout out to my friends, love them.
Move on from the thoughts of, oh, I should have stayed another
Yeah.
semester.
I also want to clarify. I really, really love the sport of soccer.
Yes.
It was like everything outside of just the sport that drove me crazy, which is like, you can't, like when you play a college sport, you can't just love it for the sport anymore. You have to love, you don't have to love everything, clearly, because I still did it, but there's like a lot of other things outside of it.
Yeah, I know nothing about that. I
Yeah.
was recruited, not from Millersville, but another school for golf.
So you did go to
No,
apply
I
to another
didn't.
school.
They just came to my school one day.
Oh my
It was the
God.
one time, I don't think I told this story to Nate ever or on the pod, but the one time I was called to the principal's office in high school, I was in my senior lit class or whatever it was called. I can't remember what we called it. And literally the teacher got a call on the phone and was like, Jenna, you're needed down at the principal's office. And everyone in my class, junior year of high school, was like, ooh. Mm-hmm. And, you know. And so I go down, like, terrified because I was a goody two-shoes. I've never gone to the principal's office. And so it was a golf team recruiter, golf coach
from where?
Keystone College.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Or no, it was Misericordia.
I've heard of that one too.
Yeah, 2 PA schools. It wasn't Keystone. I think it was Misericordia. Anyway, that's all. And I was like, that would be a lot to. But then I kind of felt like I regretted it when I went to Millersville. Like, I could have like been on the golf team and had like stuff to do outside of just school work.
Yeah.
And work because I worked during college too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I found a sorority and we had fun, so I didn't have to do that.
Did other things.
But I get that there's so much other stuff, and you do probably miss out on a lot of things too. Like I had friends that were on like softball team or lacrosse team at Millersville that were always having to do their early morning practices before classes, like an 8 a.m. And I was like, how?
Yeah, we definitely had those.
So no thanks.
Shout out to
athletes, student athletes though, for real. It's hard. I don't know how anyone does it and succeeds and does well in classes and does well in their sport. Yeah. Because that's a lot. It's like 2 full-time jobs, for sure.
That's what they say, but...
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so didn't do that, but financially, again, makes more sense to graduate a semester early.
Yeah, like let's
be real.
Yeah, let's be real.
It's just silly to take stupid classes just to be there another semester. But people would do it, so we're not judging you. People that would do it.
One of your listeners right now.
Is be like, people that
all the
miss,
fifth years.
Yes, and
that's a thing now too. With
fifth years is a thing, and I have friends that are fifth year, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But
now there's like eligibility. If you're, because all the athletes, NCAA missed a year.
Red-shirted?
Well, they missed a year for COVID, not even just that. So like everyone who I still have a 5th year. Like if I wanted to, I could play it for like an undergrad school.
That's crazy.
After I graduate, still.
That's crazy. See, I don't understand how that works, and I don't feel like getting into it. So we're
sorry.
No, not because of you. I'm just saying like I don't understand that. We're gonna move on. So, okay. So now the big question. The big question is, you are graduating. Are you going to stay in your parents' house? Are you going to go and move out and get a new place on your own? What do you think? What are the pros and cons of both?
So, as you mentioned, I have 3 weeks left.
So where are we at?
No job nailed down yet. So I've had some interviews.
Okay.
But, I just I keep telling people that because everyone wants to just know. So you have to have
an
answer.
What's really exciting is that when this episode drops, you'll probably have a job already.
What? When's it dropping?
January 3rd.
Let's not jinx that. Holy
Knock on wood. That's not wood. Wood's behind you.
My God.
Yo, do people still believe in that? Knocking on wood? I do.
I will knock on trees if I'm outside.
People knock on their brain because I learned this in in whatever matters, like matter in your brain. Remember? And
what?
Sound like an idiot.
No, I don't get it.
You at Dunmore Elementary Center. Brain you tell me. Yeah, like we would knock on our heads if there was no wood nearby because you call your brain like wood. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I've definitely done that, but I don't. LOL.
Moving on.
Sorry.
Moving on. That's my fault. Okay. So, you had some interviews. You don't have a job lined up yet. You hope to. So, what do you think it depends on if you stay at your parents' house or if you move out?
It will depend on where the income would come from to pay rent, I suppose. I also really thought, I guess I haven't really, maybe if any of my friends will listen to this, I haven't really brought it up to them, but I would love to live with a friend or something.
That'd be fun. I kind of wish I did get to do that. I lived with friends in college.
I kind of wish I didn't live with Nathan.
No. But during COVID, I talked about it in Jessica's episode.
I heard that episode.
I was supposed to live with Jessica for a year.
Right.
And I didn't because I moved back home once COVID hit.
Okay.
So I think
that could have been fun.
It could have been a lot of fun. So that's why I agree. If you could, if anyone ends up working in the same area, totally try and room with someone because it makes it cheaper too.
Yeah, and we will see if any of them actually want to do that. I'm not assuming.
Well, again, hopefully you'd have some stuff figured out before this episode airs. But yes.
LOL. The pressure's on. Damn, Jenna.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
It's just what I do.
No.
I want this down.
I honestly,
it's in front of my face.
Like, if you would have asked me this a couple months ago, I would have been like, I am moving away right away. Well, I mean, my brother came home for a couple years after college.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell that he had been, living on his own the past few years and was ready to keep doing that. And I could tell there was like some
tense
stifling of,
some
his
animosity.
Everything,
being under his parents' roof again.
Right. And so I was like, I can't let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to do some things. Like
Yeah.
save money.
That's the pro.
Right.
I totally am for
like
that.
Crazy.
Yeah. You did
Without
grind.
Any boundaries, like musically, I could like.
So
It's
you
true.
don't have to pay for rent. You don't have to pay for the food. If you're lucky enough that your parents love you and allow this. Some people are not as lucky.
No, very true.
So I'm just saying.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Shout out to parents.
They are amazing parents.
Yes. And they're in the living room right now taking a nap.
They're snoozing.
Because they drove the 12, 13 hours here last night into this morning. But yeah.
No, I feel very lucky that I, have supportive parents.
Right.
Yeah, I know my parents want to do other things with their lives. They don't want to be having a 30-year-old child in their house, but
you're not even close to 30, please.
I know.
We are much closer.
Yeah, y'all are old as fuck.
Oh, stop.
We're not close either.
We're not. You were just saying this. We were just talking about this morning.
I feel like I'm 35.
But he's not, guys. He's not 35. We're only about to turn. I'm not going to say it because he doesn't like
Wait, can
his
I say
age.
something to be bleeped out? No, I won't.
No, just
I'll say it
tell us
after.
later
Okay.
because he doesn't want to edit. Our producer doesn't actually want to produce and edit this show.
He's too busy producing music.
We get raised.
I don't pay him anything for
We get
this.
healthcare.
He does
This
need
is
healthcare.
true. This is true. If anyone
anyone
knows of
has
any
an
cheap
idea.
plans, please send them
For
our
real.
way. Okay, just kidding. Sorry.
Apparently not Obamacare. That's not cheap, but we won't get into
Sorry,
we won't
Obama.
get
I
into
said
that.
I loved you earlier, but... Okay, so
Shit, sorry, what were we talking about?
We're talking about staying or going
I think
once you graduate. What are you
at
gonna
this
do?
point, I have, I'm gonna, come back home for at least a week
Get
or
settled.
so. Like,
Yeah,
there's gonna
get
be.
settled.
For 3 days.
I mean, it's scary to think because
You don't know. You can't.
normally
know
it's
yet.
winter break, and all my friends are like, yeah, we have winter break. You want to hang out over winter break? Like, we don't have jobs over winter break because it's only 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It's like, yeah, oh no, wait, that's just my life.
Yeah.
My life is just starting.
Yeah.
That's fine. Mm-hmm. But normally, you have that comfort of breaks where it's like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the next semester. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not gonna do grad school right now.
No.
More debt just to
Yeah.
not know what I want to do with my life. Anyway,
So
sorry, I didn't really answer your question.
you just don't really know until you get a job and where
Yeah.
that is and what that pays, and
Yeah,
it's really hard to decide. So that's why
yeah.
this is normal to not know people.
Shout out
She's
to
in the
people not
middle.
knowing.
Most of the episodes I do, people already made a decision to stay or go.
Oh yeah.
So this
I'm
is
the worst person to have
no,
for that.
but we talked about all the other stuff that led to this
You are.
point.
Don't tell me.
And that's brotherly love for you.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Philly again. Sorry, okay.
That was a great segue, though. I mean,
Prank.
great. No,
Drugs.
go,
Crime.
go.
Zombies.
What? Oh, you're talking about drug zombies, like zombies, like in the stupid movies. Okay, stop. No, but I say in all of my episodes, you could be talking about something that you're in the middle of staying or going, and this is actually the first one where we are talking about
Honored.
we don't know. So maybe by the time this episode drops, we'll have awesome positive news about what Deanna's up to.
I will drop it in the comments.
Yes.
Once this drops.
Let us know. She
It's gonna be
decided to stay at home,
You better
or
pin
she
that
decided
You better
to.
pin that comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, psycho. What the hell?
It's gonna be I'm actually working as my brother's I don't know.
He needs an
shit
assistant.
for him.
I'm basically his
I know.
half assistant. I don't. Do
He is for you
everything.
too, the podcast.
He
now,
is
right?
He is my co-owner. He's my co-CEO of
I
the
do
pod.
way too much shit.
He does.
I think I did ask before too. I mentioned one time. He probably doesn't remember. I was like, hey, I'm gonna graduate soon. What if I just came to Georgia and moved in with you? And
You
were like,
can't move in with
no,
us.
I know there's no room. I
can't say why, but you can't.
what?
We'll talk
Holy
about it.
fucking shit!
We'll talk about it later.
Well, I'm confused, but
So-
I can't.
I don't want a third person here.
Yes. There's this is
More
our
like
studio.
all the people here.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with you
Anyway.
as a person. Moving
Oh
on.
wait, no, never mind. No, it was mostly a joke when I said it.
Yeah.
It
But
was-
we
it
would
was a joke.
love to
No.
have you.
Anyway, it's still a joke. I'm definitely not. You saw me on the Marta.
So, getting into it. We're getting into the end of the episode.
Sorry.
No, because that's a perfect segue. Marta, stay or go?
Fucking go. We already know how I feel about the Marta.
It's so great. She doesn't live here. We took her on the Marta once. She was very nervous.
I don't like
She doesn't like public
trapped,
transit.
No. I'm not anti.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not that privileged and crazy.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of planes either for the same reason. It's like,
you're
just not in
trapped.
control.
You're not in control. It's an anxiety thing.
It's just,
totally.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Totally
it's not like,
makes sense.
I could obviously do it, and I did do it, but.
You did. We were there for
honestly,
support.
It's not your vibe.
If we recall, what was making me nervous the most was, I don't know, just like we were the loudest ones, and like.
Yeah, you felt like the attention.
I don't like people looking at us. People were like going about their day trying to get home from work and stuff, or get to work.
Right.
Yeah.
We were just going on a day off.
Yeah, I felt really, and we were just
fucking around.
Yeah, we looked really.
Yeah,
shout out Catherine. We're talking about that trip that you came with Deanna.
Don't care.
Catherine was like, "Calm
Catherine
down
does
to
not
it."
care
for good reasons.
She is like Delco proud and in Philly all the time. She does not give a fuck about anybody. I love you, Catherine. You'll be on soon too when you visit again.
Slay.
Anyway, so the Marta, it should stay, but you, anxiety-wise, feeling out of control, go.
Yes,
but go means go away.
I'm still gonna go with go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just like for personal reasons.
Okay. So the next one is.
I do not have a good podcast voice. I just wanted to.
Oh my god, no!
Shout
yours
out
is so soft.
or put that out there.
Yours is ASMR.
No, I just maybe not good maybe just I should say not a good voice, but
you have like the same style voice as like the real popular. What's her name? Bobby.
Oh, I don't watch that one. That's the one that she got to like interview Drake on like the first episode. I don't know how. Shout out her if you can like get me your connects with how you interview celebrities on your first time. I don't know how she promoted herself to get.
I'm sorry, you got
please. Yeah.
CharlesInfamous, you got Betrayal.
I got
Adachi
all
on
the
here.
ATL, Cook Cabin people.
Girl.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We'll get there.
One at a time.
In 1 year, who knows where this episode, or not this episode, where this podcast will be. Okay.
And where Deanna will be.
Yeah, right.
No clue.
Stay or go, Drake and Josh.
The show?
Yes.
Or the humans?
The
the show? Oh my god, go. Or stay. We love it. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm asking this because
be so simple.
I found a way. You're not saying it right at all.
Megan! No, I didn't do it right either.
It was so bad. Anyway,
all right, now this is just cringy.
The reason I'm asking this is because we literally just the other night, I was on Paramount Plus, and Nate's like, what shows are on Paramount Plus? And so we went on, and we watched 2 episodes of Drake and Josh. We watched the new, it all came up because he's like, there's a new iCarly.
Wait.
And I'm like, yes, how did you not know this? Yes, there is a new iCarly. So we watched the first episode of the new iCarly. Super cringe.
I kind of want to see it. I haven't seen it.
I would watch it, but it's super cringe. Nate was like, he was very, very, we were both offended.
He doesn't do well with that
And then what we really did, which was really scary, was we watched an episode of The Amanda Show.
Like Amanda Bynes?
Yes. And it's so scary how, like, she was 13 when she, like, acted like this different person. It's like SNL, but...
It's just her.
Oh,
wow. She's really talented.
She's doing all these skits.
I never saw it.
Oh my, yeah, you
Am
were
I crazy?
younger.
Dan Schneider comes on. He's like, I'm the hot dog man. It's
Dan Schneider needs to go.
Oh God.
Based on
I know.
stuff he's done to people and the actors that he's worked with. But we were watching that, and I was like, we're gonna have some trippy ass dreams tonight because that show was wild. They did some whack shit. You're gonna have to watch an episode.
It's like a fever dream.
It really was.
Seriously, I'm like, I can't believe I watched this as a kid.
Is that like?
My brain.
What else is like that?
I don't know.
Like That's So Random. You remember that show?
It's
Disney?
all that. You said That's So Raven?
No, That's So That's So Random.
Raven.
Random.
No, what's that?
With Demi Lovato?
Oh, it wasn't called that. It was She Was Sunny with a Chance.
But I thought they had the.
You're thinking That's So Raven.
No.
You're mixing 2 things together. Someone help us.
Did I fuck up? Sorry, that's embarrassing.
No, it's not.
Proof. I haven't watched TV in like actually 4 years since I started college. I don't have a TV.
Yeah, no TV. We don't.
No one gives me streaming services. Well, I should just pay for them if I want them.
No,
but I don't.
we have. You can use our Disney Plus and Hulu.
I thought they canceled password. I do.
Star Wars, we love.
You have 3 different like TV series behind.
Yeah, you got to catch up, girl. We are
on Star
we
Wars.
Love Star Wars. Yeah.
I know. I need to watch the 3rd season of The Mandalorian and like a couple
yeah.
Andor.
Yeah.
Girl,
that's a
I
lot.
literally go to class.
Well, you're going to be done and you're going to be bored when you're out of
oh,
this.
God, don't tell me
when
that.
you have one job.
We didn't get into that, but I'm
nervous
nervous
about that. You have 4
about
jobs right now. You're going to be down to 1.
Well, you'll find activities like kayaking and skate park trekking.
And adult wiffle ball leagues like us.
Yeah. Hopefully soccer. I hope to continue playing soccer.
No, that would be great.
But
anyway.
Wait, no. I want to come back to Drake and Josh. It's
Yeah.
funny that you bring them up because I heard about a certain Josh Peck podcast incident.
Oh, you told her this?
Oh yeah.
A while ago, but I had to put it out. We won't go into detail.
No,
there's lore.
I'll go into detail. So, Josh Peck, if you're listening to this, he's not. He has a podcast that I love.
Not anymore, though, right?
No, I listen every week.
See, that's why you're a good person. You don't hold grudges.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't mean. It was okay. So what happened is the Good Guys podcast. Shout out them. Please, have me on, and then I can explain this in person. They have this thing called Speak Pipes, which is like basically a voicemail for them to listen to and play on the podcast, where they listen to you asking a question and give advice or whatever. And I don't even remember what my question was.
You didn't get to it fast enough.
I didn't get to it fast enough.
Hey, let her tell the story.
But it's cool that they used you because...
It was the first one. So it was their first time posting it.
Wow.
But they clearly knew... It was clearly a little bit scripted.
Yeah.
They used you as content. Because
they made fun of me.
They knew that you took forever to get to the questions, so they were like...
So if you can't hear Nathan that well, what happened was I was basically doing it like, hi, Josh and Ben. My name's Jenna. I really love the podcast. Josh, I loved you on Drake. And I'm just going on forever and ever. And then I'm like, and my question, and I don't get to it. They literally cut it. And they're like, Jenna, Jesus, get to the question already. We're not even going to answer this. So that was Josh Peck and Ben Soffer have heard my voice and made fun of me on their podcast. And I am announcing it to the world. I was so embarrassed the day I listened to it. I was driving to work, and I got to the parking lot, and it was right at the end of the episode. I was like, oh my God, Nate, I'm only telling you. I'm not telling anyone this.
Yeah, to be fair, he was like, I did break...
Did you listen to it?
No. Oh. Actually, yes, he played it for me. I did break sibling trust because he was like, you can't tell Jenna I showed you. She'll be crushed.
On the day of...
Yeah, I'm sure. I figured it was far enough in the past.
Bro, they're so...
Now I don't care. But I was so upset. But there are also people that do make fun of people just... And I listen to them now.
Yeah.
They're making fun of all of the Speak Pipes.
Big fat wieners.
Hot dog man. One day he'll be calling on your podcast, and you'll get to cut him off.
Yeah, Josh.
That's all I'm saying.
No, I was just hurt in the day because I was like, why did I even send a Speak Pipe? Fuck that. I'll never do it again. But then I wanted to do it and be like, hey, it's Jenna, the girl that you cut off last time.
I said
but
that
I
she should
didn't.
call in again and do the same thing, but now that she knows
that they hate it, I should just do a longer story.
Will they just not include it, or do you think they would just...
I didn't do it again. So, again, my pride. Shot.
Fair enough.
Moving on. Drake and Josh show can stay.
Josh,
and
not
Josh
so much.
can
Drake,
go.
not so much either.
Drake can definitely.
That's why I said the people or the... Anyway.
That's a good question. Good question.
We got like 10 minutes off topic on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up any second. Stay or go. Bras.
I knew this one was coming and I still...
This is the only one.
This is the only one I knew.
I didn't prep her for anything else in this whole episode.
It's true.
I don't usually for any of my guests prep them for
it was literally just because we were talking about it and I was like, OMG, make that one of my... Because bras, but...
I say bras need to... Obviously, they're important and they are needed
I'm going to say
times.
Exercise, stay.
Yeah.
Everyday things, they can go. Like,
right.
The girlies that don't...
Free the nipple.
The girlies that do that are like, I'm in awe. Like, I wish I should just do it, but...
Right.
Anyway.
It's like a weird thing. I feel like I can't. I feel like it's only for people that have a certain size cup that could.
True. Honestly, that's the tea. So I'm going to say stay.
Yeah.
Because
bras
I need
to
them.
stay. I say sports bras totally because I can't work out without a bra. But in my house, like right now, I totally would love to be without a bra, but I have one on.
Shout out to the new bra I just got. I've been using a lot to go running with.
Do you have a recommendation?
It's from SheFit. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. It's like I got the ads a lot.
Okay.
And I was realizing I was in so much pain, like when I was running and exercising.
Nate, you're making a lot of noise.
He is.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry. Go on.
Whatever. It's like an adjustable.
Oh.
Like
cool.
you can adjust. It's Velcro. Adjust in the back and the
That's different. I always need an adjustable. I can't just have the one that you throw over your head.
It was like $80, but
it's worth it if it works.
It was.
Yeah.
God dang.
All right.
For my big titty
Very good.
bitches out there.
Nate,
Yeah, that's
you
what
have
I'm
no
saying.
idea
We have to pay
what
for
girls
extra
have
things.
to pay for.
It's actually crazy. And then you're like,
we have to pay for tampons, pads, bras.
Kmart doesn't exist anymore.
Underwear. What else do the girls have to pay for?
And like we can't thrift those things either. Like you can, but then you get judged for it.
The bra, and the underwear.
Not just thrift a tampon.
Oh my lord. Okay, moving on. Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry, God. I shouldn't be saying your name in vain like that. I'm not even religious anymore, but here we are.
Religion, stay or go. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Move
it
on.
should stay for people that have the beliefs, and it's go for people that don't believe. That's all.
It should stay for some morality.
Yeah, it's good for like, is this right or wrong? Am I? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Moving on.
My bad.
Noah Khan, stay or go?
Oh my God, stay. What did you? Oh, wait, you knew I would say that.
We love. Yeah, we gotta have some.
Yeah.
We love Noah. What's your favorite song?
That's a really good question. She Calls Me Back with Casey Musgraves, honestly, because I love Casey Musgraves, but
the remix. That's
but maybe not. That's not my most like. I don't connect with that the most, but I love just that song. But hold on,
I'm not a diehard fan. I only know of him.
Stick Season. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the
like
whole
everyone
album.
knows
But
that
yeah,
song.
Really?
and
6 Seasons.
yeah,
That's his biggest song.
Really?
that's like the album.
That's the song
title.
that he broke out with.
Yeah.
The song or the album?
The song.
Yeah.
The song. Yeah. That's
When you said it, I didn't know if it was a rapper, so I thought like Stick Season, like like.
Oh Jesus!
I got the stick on me. Fuck around with the stick. Like,
Okay.
I thought it was
Okay.
like a gun song.
It's not like
No,
that at all.
Yeah,
not at
wasn't.
all.
It was really good.
It is.
I like it.
I only know of him. Shout out Jessica, because she was like a diehard fan like 3+ years ago.
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
Crib
and now
Breakdown,
he's
I
like
think.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge. He's gonna be on SNL this weekend. This
Oh,
will
no
already have
way.
aired. Go look at his
I absolutely did not
YouTube
know
performance of his. Not maybe it's not this weekend, but it's soon. That he is on when Emma Stone is the host.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll see what he performs.
Some other good songs. I feel like I have to prove that I know just like the basic ones.
You don't have
Actually,
to
I don't
prove
have to
it.
prove
You
it.
don't have to
Move
prove
on.
it to anyone. We're moving
There's
on.
no
'cause I
proof
have to go to the
needed.
bathroom soon. So, okay, we did Bras, Marta, Drake and Josh, Noah Khan. Last one. And this isn't anything spectacular. I couldn't think of much, which makes me sad because we're close. I should know more. But Nate also should know more and be able to give me
What's my
good
favorite
ones
color?
for you.
Do you
But
know?
because you
You
just...
rushed them before this podcast
Well,
while I was setting up, so. That's
He has to prove that he actually knows me.
but he also knew that you were coming this week and that we were going to do a podcast episode.
Not
Should have prepped for the
not
test.
within the 2 hours that she got here.
Well, we're sitting around doing nothing because we're relaxing and resting after their long traveling through the night. Through the night. Shout out CharlesInfamous. See, I'm nice.
It's the second song.
I promote you.
First was 2020 freestyle.
Me and
that was me
Deanna.
though.
Let's just say we
Wait.
are the most supportive.
It's true.
The most.
If I was asked, you wouldn't be though.
Probably not. You're right.
What?
So you should be honored.
I know.
That means
If you were
that
asked,
means,
you wouldn't say us.
I'll take that as a
No,
compliment
yes.
because you're saying that we have good taste and also
Yeah,
you have great music. So
yeah. Thank you.
We're
his
filling
face right
his
now.
Ego. God, I didn't mean
no,
to do
one of these
that.
episodes should just be like a riff of like who can name the CharlesInfamous song first or something.
I can't. Yeah, like
Or
we
like
play
a-
on the holidays.
yes.
We always like play a song,
Like song
and say-
association.
song association games. So
I
fun.
fucking love those.
We
so
have a
much.
blast. We did that last New Year's. We could do it. We're not gonna be home for New Year's. Sorry, brush your bum.
Oh.
You might be doing college stuff, friends. Oh God, I can't
College
speak.
stuff.
College
There's no
stuff,
more
friends.
college.
But you'll have New Year's Eve plans with friends, whether it's your high school
We'll
friends or
see.
college. Anyway, last
see.
thing, super not great, but because you brought it up earlier, movie theaters, stay or go.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna get that reaction.
I'm gonna say go. I will always rather watch a movie at home.
Oh my God.
I also don't even like movies. Is that also controversial?
Not controversial, but the movie theater completely going makes me
Yes.
sad because I feel like it's like such a staple in my
I just-
childhood that I can't let go of that.
Do we elaborate on this or no?
You can. Oh, you want to argue? Is that what you
No,
said?
not argue. Just like I feel like people are gonna be like, well, she just is stupid for.
No,
saying
you're
that.
not stupid. I'm sure many people. My mom is like, yeah, I want to sit on the couch. And
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
There's too much terrible terrible movies made by
Right.
the industry.
I will
There
only
are.
go to the movie theaters when there's something I really want to.
Right.
Like everyone's
No, and I get
going or
that.
something.
Movie theater prices, the tickets have gone up like
That was
crazy.
my-
Cocaine
That
Bear?
can go.
That was
Go.
People.
They played that at my school.
But it's hard. You can't say go. No,
Oh,
Nate.
no.
Seriously, you can't say go to something that you actually never saw, though.
I saw Cocaine Bear.
You did?
Yes.
Where was I?
I was at Debbie's crib.
Oh,
It
but
was
you
on.
weren't actually watching.
Shout out,
listening.
Debbie.
You were? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I heard people loved it.
Did
That's
you?
why-
So you didn't go to the movies to see Cookie
No,
Bear?
he did
Okay,
not. He
so
was at a house. But so
Yeah.
you say ultimately
Sure, it's just
go.
movie theaters.
yeah,
we're talking
I
about
don't
movie
need.
theaters, not the movies.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need. I feel like they're overpriced. I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
You could like rent it.
I just like the
Popcorn.
experience. I love
Yeah,
movie
the
theater
food is-
popcorn, but you can go and get. I talked about this with my mom, but might not air her episode. We love just going to the movie theater to get popcorn and then leaving.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
It's awesome.
I love making
Do
it
it.
at my house.
I love just.
It's not as good. I'm sorry. I
True.
love you, but
Nice
it is
little
not
olive
as
oil.
good.
butter on it.
Yeah, and you
Just olive
should.
oil
You
and
could-
spices.
It's not good.
He makes it
Wow,
like my mom.
Like butter is like high cholesterol.
Oh yeah, he
You
makes
guys
it like my
have
mom.
that in your family, I know.
Oh,
We have to use unsalted butter for the Thanksgiving meal. He told me I got
Oh
it.
yeah,
so.
that's the team.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Anyway,
Shout out jeans, I guess. No, last thing I was gonna say about movie theaters. I also hate, like, my friends from home. There'll always be like a movie that they all want to see, and they'll be like, "Let's all go." Like, we haven't seen each other because we're at college, and they all want to go to the movie theaters. I'm like, this is like our one day to hang out, and we want to sit in a movie theater in silence, and I
Right.
just hate
I
that
see.
idea.
Yeah.
But again,
Hey, do some drugs.
right, hang out at Sheets. That's like our only other option.
God.
Such a Lancaster.
No, that was Dunmore too.
Sheets is
we
PA.
went to Sheets on
Sheets is
Friday
Virginia.
nights.
We stopped at a Virginia Sheets here.
Yeah.
Sheets is no, yeah, that's the. I didn't even tell you guys. We stopped at Virginia
So is
Sheets.
it Sheets or
It
Wawa?
sounds like she's saying a virgin Sheets.
Wait, wait.
Virginia,
Sheets or Wawa?
Wawa,
Sheets.
100%.
I don't eat any of the food
For the
anymore.
food.
Yeah.
For the food, also
Yeah.
for the gas, because
Sheets got the better vibes though.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I totally agree with that.
people
actually,
won't agree with that, especially Philly people.
I'm definitely fully Wawa
Okay.
for the gas and for the food. But shout out Sheets for like my childhood for sure.
Yeah.
My
Always
my
an Amish
no,
person at Sheets.
my one friend once we were debating this, and she said, no, here's the tea. Like, if you're from PA, Wawa is like fun little special beach trip. Sheets is like gossiping with your friends or shit talking with your friends or whatever she said
Forgetting.
at 12
Four Loko!
12 a.m.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've never hung out at a Wawa after hours. It was always in the middle of a day.
I blacked out in the Sheets, in the middle of the Sheets.
Okay,
I
cool.
drank like 2 Four Locos.
Four Locos need to go. They're
I had a
disgusting.
I've never had
designated
one.
driver. I had a
Okay.
designated
All
driver.
right. All right. We're wrapping it up.
Wait.
Anything else, Deanna, that you want to talk about, Stergo-wise, or just in general?
I think it's great to not know if you're gonna stay or go.
Yeah.
Also,
Seek-
Whoa.
Whoa. Seek therapy, though, if you're really anxious during
True,
your
true,
Stergo
true.
decisions.
If you can afford it.
I was going to say, if you have access.
If you have
not
healthcare.
cheap.
We're not adding
Or
anyone
just
in particular
call me,
right now.
Just call me. I'm getting there, Nate. Jeez. He's like a director.
I lastly
Ah,
wanted to just say PSA if I said anything offensive,
Stop.
i.e. or
Stop. You said
um,
nothing
not-
offensive. You
yeah,
said
true, but
nothing
not even just offensive, but like I said things about the environment that I hope
No,
made sense. I do.
do.
I didn't get to. Jenna really put me on the spot. She's good with that. It's a good
Let's
thing,
talk
but
Green New Deal.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like
I don't even know.
I'm educated. Clearly, we just talked about that, but always
Yeah.
not always the most. So just PSA
No,
out there.
You're fine. You don't have to explain yourself or apologize to anybody. So, Deanna,
That's the motto.
do you
these
want
days.
anyone to find you on socials or no?
Sure.
It's keys.
Hit me up on. Oh,
Yeah,
True, I got
shout
a
out all
piano
your stuff. So
Instagram.
where can people find you if they would like to?
Deanna.phd would be my IG.
How'd you come up with that? Is it your
Yeah.
last name?
Yeah,
or
it's literally
doctor
just, it's so funny. I was just talking to people about this the other day. Like they were like, "That's so funny. Like you want to get your PhD?" I was like, "Absolutely not. It's just my last name starts with PH, and then my first name starts with D,
That's hilarious.
and that name wasn't taken. I think Deanna.ph was taken, so I just added the D.
Oh, Deanna.phd on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't want to shout out your little piano
Um,
Instagram?
Yeah, sure. You can follow my. Some people call me Dean. That's the name I acquired in college
Dean.
because it's like in my name,
Mm-hmm.
and so I made Dean's Keys.
So it's Deans.
I think it's dot keys. Or maybe underscore keys? I don't actually remember.
I'll look it up and I'll put it in the bio.
Chef Boyardee profile.
I'll put it in the bio
Because I'm Chef Boyardee.
Everybody, please start reading the bio descriptions of the episodes on Spotify. I work really hard on those. Please.
T.
So I will put her ats in there.
You don't need to follow the Chef Boyardee, though.
What?
Like the, whatever. Just putting it out there.
Is there
you don't need to follow
anything else
anything.
you have? So Deanna doesn't really have socials.
LinkedIn. If you got a job out there, follow my LinkedIn.
Is it just your
you want to network? Name? Please, yeah.
Yeah, Deanna
Phillips.
Government
Nicole,
names out there.
Please find me on.
Follow Deanna.
Yeah. Oh my God, you and my friend McCole would
What
totally
does she
be
do?
friends.
What does she major
She's
in?
a businessy woman.
Oh, queen.
Yeah. In New York
She
City.
got like 5,000.
She's 5,000.
Well, maybe I should follow her then. Let's be real.
Yeah, follow her and she'll follow you back, I'm sure.
Cool.
Okay, so
Only
yep. Follow, subscribe to the Stay or Go podcast, rate 5 stars, review, do all of the things. Deanna, it was a pleasure having you on.
It was so great.
Thanks for coming
Just
on.
seeing you guys too. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
She hit me with the yellow lights. You wanna act like I don't know about it, baby, that's alright. Should I stay, should I go? I don't know if you bout it, baby, guess that's life. Said we can never get that right. I'm thinking that you love me, but you don't really want. Like, should I stay, should I go?